My name is Sydney Leach, and I chose to read Giant John by Arnold Lobel. I've loved this book since I was a kid, and Arnold Lobel is one of my favorite authors. He uses various humor in his text and pictures, and that's why I enjoy him so much, and that's why I chose to read this book. The story is set in a fantasy world that has giants and fairies, but also includes realistic elements like the forest. We have some bunnies over here. Over here. And we also have potato chips, which makes the story more believable for young readers. The events in the story are both imaginative and logical to where the story takes place. The reader can believe that a giant might knock over a castle and reconstruct it in a day's work. The characters behave logically and consistently throughout the story. John is always inclined to do good and is always altruistic with his intentions. At the beginning of the story, we learn the problem is that he and his mother do not have enough food. So, John is selfless enough to say, "Okay, Mom, I'll leave. I'll go make money to feed us." And the fairies, who are not quite the villains, they're not quite the villains of the story. They mean well, but they end up causing trouble. And that's consistent throughout the story as well. The style is understandable thanks to Lobel using rhyming throughout the book, and repetition as well. On the first page, we hear he had to dance and dance and could not stop until the music stopped. The theme of the story is to be selfless and helpful. It's a great message to kids, and they have a takeaway lesson that helping others and being accountable for their actions is a positive thing. Towards the end of the story, the fairies aren't listening to John, and they continue to make him dance after he's uncomfortable with it, and he ends up accidentally knocking over the castle that he guards. John is accountable for his actions by immediately rebuilding and trying to fix everything that he broke, which is also a great lesson for kids. And of course, at the end of the story, another humorous drawing, we see the mom is ready to eat her shoe. But the ending is good because everyone's happy and everyone has food, and even the troublemakers have a seat at the table.